Imagine asking your data a question in plain English. No pivot tables, no Excel formulas, no SQL, and getting a clear answer in seconds. That's exactly what the Copilot Analyst Agent does. And today I'm going to show you how it works with a real world example. Hey everyone, my name is Abhay, and as I work at Microsoft, I've been lucky enough to try Copilot Analyst Agent. And honestly, it's been a game changer in how I handle data. But instead of just telling you about it, let's walk you through what it is, where it's useful, and then I'll run a quick demo so you can see it in action. Now, to use the Analyst Agent, you must have a Copilot license assigned on your Microsoft 365 Business or Enterprise plans. Once you have access, just visit copilot.microsoft.com and you will see the Analyst Agent listed under the Agent section right here. Just click on that and you will see the main page from where you can get started. Now, you can also use this or any other agent in Copilot by simply calling it by mentioning the name of the agent in the Copilot text box, and it will then show up like this. Simple, right? So, what exactly is the Copilot Analyst Agent? Well, it's a specialized AI agent inside Microsoft Copilot that's designed to make sense of data. Analyst thinks like a skilled data scientist, so you can go from raw data to insights in minutes. Analyst uses chain of thought reasoning to progress through problems iteratively, taking as many steps as necessary to refine its reasoning and provide a high quality answer that mirrors human analytical thinking. It can also run Python to tackle your most complex data queries, and you can view the code it's running in real time and check its work. So, let's understand, where can you use the Analyst Agent? Well, you can use the Analyst Agent to turn raw data scattered across multiple spreadsheets into a demand forecast for a new product. Or you can use it to visualize customer purchasing patterns or revenue projections. For example, you can ask things like, what were our top 3 selling products last quarter? Or which region is underperforming compared to the target? Or show me a chart of revenue growth over the past 6 months. It's perfect for marketers, sales leaders, finance teams, or really anyone who works with business data but doesn't want to spend hours slicing and dicing spreadsheets. Basically, if you've got a data set and a question, you can let Copilot Analyst Agent do the heavy lifting. Alright, so now let's make this real with a demo. Here I've got a data set that simulates sales from an online retail store. It covers 6 months of sales broken down by region, product category, revenue, and units sold. Now imagine you are the manager of this store and you want a couple of insights. To get those insights, I'll write a prompt saying this. Analyze the file /sales data. First, show me which product category generated the highest total revenue across all regions in the last 6 months. Then create a simple line chart that shows the trend of total monthly revenue across all categories from Jan to June 25. And then I'll just hit enter. What's happening right now is that the agent is first analyzing my prompt. And once it has done that, it will start loading and inspecting data. And then it will perform a series of steps like coding, executing, planning, scanning the file, aggregating revenue by category, and then plotting revenue trends across the time. Basically, it's currently doing the chain of thought reasoning that I mentioned earlier. And then in a couple of seconds, we'll see the output. So as you can see, home and kitchen comes out as the top revenue driver, and the line chart shows a steady upward trend month after month with a dip in the month of April. Okay, that gave me a very good high-level picture. But what if I want to break this down further and see how different regions are performing? For that, I'll write a prompt saying this. Show me total revenue by region and highlight which region has grown the fastest over the last 6 months. And then hit enter. As you can see, the Analyst Agent is grouping the data by region, looking at the growth trend month over month, and then ranking performance and again running its chain of thought reasoning. And in a couple of seconds, here's what I've got. North America has the largest overall revenue, but Europe is showing the fastest growth as well, especially in the last 2 months. Now that's a great insight for planning regional strategies. So we've seen which region is growing fastest, but revenue doesn't always tell the whole story. Sometimes you need to compare sales volume with revenue to see where margins might be stronger. To get that data, I'll write a prompt saying this. Compare total units sold to total revenue by product category. Which categories are selling the most units and which are generating the most revenue? Analyst Agent is now analyzing sales volume from revenue. So we can then see if high volume actually translates into high revenue. And here it is. Electronics comes out on the top in terms of units sold. But then home and kitchen still leads in total revenue thanks to the higher price point. Now that's a great insight. Maybe I should bundle electronics with higher margin items going forward. Now let's go one step further. Revenue and volume are useful, but what about customer behavior? Specifically, how much the average customer spends per order in each region. Let's check that with the prompt saying this. Create a chart that shows average revenue per transaction by region. Which region has the highest customer spend per order? And then just hit enter. So as you can see, the agent is now analyzing my prompt, and after that, it will do what it does always. It's chain of thought reasoning. And here it is, right? As you can see, the data is out. Looks like North America not only leads in total revenue, but also in customer spends per order, while Asia shows the lowest. Now that's a really interesting pattern that could influence pricing or marketing strategies. And that's the beauty of Copilot Analyst Agent. It turns your raw data into clear insights without needing you to be a spreadsheet wizard or a coding expert. So whether you're a marketer, sales lead, finance pro, or just someone who works with numbers, this agent lets you focus on the questions that really matter, not the formulas or the pivots. So if you found this video useful, you might also like my video on Copilot Research Agent right here. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.